containment and intervention in this apparent individual crisis is the political dimension it is beginning to assume and damaging precedents being laid in social media usage and content creation in Nigeria. Having answered questions number one that clearly reveal Very Darkman as the initial cause and trouble seeker in this matter, we now move on to the second, which look at the social significance or developmental importance of escalating the financial donation to Kingfishi by Sayi Tinubu. First, the council can establish authoritatively that many well-meaning Nigerians, both state and non-state actors, have made donations and financial support to both Kingfishi and even Very Darkman himself. Financial donation to NGOs, foundations, charitable individuals are commonplace in Nigeria and globally. Hence, the problem here is not the donation, but rather the donor and the beneficiaries. As non-partisan special interest group, the council find no fault in financial donation made by anyone, whether government or non-governmental, to Kingfishi or Very Darkman. We can applaud and encourage such support and patronage, so long that the motives are not ill-intended against any person or person. It is in this light that National Civil Society Council of Nigeria outrightly condemned the view or reactions of VDM to the donation made by Sayi Tinubu to Kingfishi, which is just one out of the numerous supports she received from our humanitarian service. The council is still lost as to why the Very Darkman choose to go this route, which has now become traditional of him whenever the name of Sayi Tinubu is mentioned. The numerous philanthropic gestures of Sayi Tinubu to many Nigerians and organizations within the youth, the students, and the civil society groups are highly commendable and unprecedented by any son of a president so far in the history of Nigeria. And this must be encouraged rather than destroyed or dampened. Every genuine human rights or social activist must learn to remove personal interest, agenda, or difference from public issues. Maturity in activism demand culture and professionalism in conduct and discharge of civic and civil responsibility. A patriotic nation builders always put into consideration the overall impact and consequence of speeches and action. In this particular case, what VDM has unconsciously or naively achieved is to discourage both Sayi Tinubu and others in his class from freely supporting individuals or organizations out of fear of misconstrued public opinion. Should we now convert the relative of forced families at all tiers of government, both at the federal, state, and local government level, and that those in political position should stop supporting charitable individual organizations, but instead channel attention directly and only on providing dividends of democracy? Sayi Tinubu is an accomplished businessman from available records and entitled to how he spends his money, provided such is done legitimately and within the ambience of the law. It has become too obvious that VDM owed personal beef against Sayi Tinubu for reasons best known to him. Our admonition will be for the Very Darkman to exercise restraint and be more objective in his opinion and presentation of view on persons and issues. If VDM is truly of character, as we supposed, then he should render public apology for using such dirty and vulgar language in media space and creating toxic content that promotes suicide. Cremation on our part too should rethink as childish and highly immature in handling of such sensitive relationships and matters, while equally apologizing to the Nigerian people for such toxic content and findings, and for mentioning names and meddling into the personal matter of Very Darkman. Frankly, we have to use this video to issue strong and sincere advisory to VDM, Kingmishi, and all other content creators out there to always make patriotism a watchword in scripting materials while putting national security and development with social well-being and mental health of the people at the forefront of their content. Today, VDM and Kingmishi are ignorantly encouraging suicide in society and showcasing poisonous substance to use in achieving such deadly and devilish thoughts, which the council stands boldly to condemn in its totality. In conclusion, we call on the Nigerian Communication Commission, the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation, and other regulatory agencies to start paying closer and serious attention to content being generated and shown out on daily basis by creators across the federation on through media. There must be strong sanction, and some persons must be made scapegoats as a way of deterrence. Thank you, and God bless you all.
In a humanitarian work, it's actually very wrong to drag personalities. That's not the aim. The aim is to promote humanity. And when you go the other way and begin to drag personality, I think you've uttered every good cause we've done. This should be very cautionary. We're not here to support or appraise any party. We're here to join our voice to say that for the substance taking, these guys have mentors. I'll give you a clear example about late Tupac Amaru Shakur. He sang the song, and that song went as far as the US Supreme Court, where a judge listened to the song and acted what he did in the song. It's very impactful. You have role models there. Somebody might get angry and take what you've taken, maybe just a content, and take it and the person is dead. So it's very important that they should remain within the purview of what they say they represent, which Nigerians have admired and supported them for, and don't drag personalities and make the already shallow waters of where we swim as humanitarian actors to become more difficult. They should